Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. See here on the screen, you see a simple bridge crew, strange to the world, full of synergy with Pike, Georgiou, and Pelia. Pelia is the focal point of this video. Now, something that I feel I notice a difference now that she's maxed. Something I feel that I did look into early, maybe tier 1 or tier 2, probably not the greatest idea, and it's the difference between her officer ability and her below deck ability. Her officer ability reduce isolated damage received from non-armada hostiles by 20%. Below deck ability increase isolated defense by 100%. Now yes, they sound like the same ability, and they kinda are, which is a little weird, except if you think about it, the below deck ability works, period. Anything. Assuming there's isolated damage. But the officer ability only works against hostiles. Oh shit, what was I going to point out? Oh, and maybe one of the reasons why I never really felt there was too much of a difference, I think I was always comparing it against Gorn hostiles. Because this is a typical area where I use Strange New Worlds nowadays. And for the most part, at least at one time, that was where a lot of the isolated damage was coming from hostiles. Now, the problem with that is the numbers are kind of low. Until you get into the really high systems, the numbers are kind of small. So when you try to compare the differences, it's small numbers. So, I was using the wrong pen. Oh well. I do have a few notes here. Not too many, but a few. So, I decided to test that out on a few other areas. One area was the newest loop, and that is the to the bench. Shit, where was it? Fuck. No, I did them as well. Okay, here you go. The Suliban runners. Take a look at which. Okay, so there. Now, yes, it's two different ships. Okay, that's fine. But we'll look at the numbers, and I'm going to look at a specific shot here. And that's kind of what I wrote down. Here, Borg QBC over here on the right side, I'm looking at this 35.9 million shot. Because there's a shot on the Velix that's about the same size. Yes, 35.9 standard damage and goes up to 640 million isolated damage. Now, mitigating over here, as it says, mitigates, not, isolated defense or whatnot. I don't really factor this number in here because the higher the isolated damage, the more it is. It's going to be kind of harder, at least in my opinion, harder to tell or notice a difference. And then also, really, you just look at the whole damage received. Because it should be the same for the Velix. There's nothing about the Borg cube that changes much of anything. It's 13.3 million damage. Yep, that's what I got written down here. Taking a look at some of the other officers I have on the bridge. I guess I had the apex barrier, so maybe that's... I didn't even think about that. Damn apex barrier. Shit. What's that? That's 59 or 5.9 million. That's disappointing. Alright. One of the other officers I wanted to call your attention to was, and apparently I'm saying his name wrong, Joachim. I don't know how else to say it, but it's whatever. Okay, I'm wrong. It's fine. Increase isolated defense by 200%. Okay, I mean, that's a high boost. Looking at the ship, how do I look? Oh, there it is. Looking at the ship with that boost total of 760% isolated defense. Come over to the Velix. 590%. So it's a lot less. It's a lot less. 170? 170? No. Shit. Hitting the wrong buttons here. Now I don't have any apex barrier on this shit. Or do I? I have 1500 below. So it's not too much different. Take a look. Find the shot that it wasn't there. It's right here. This shot that's 35 point. Make sure you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. 35.8. That's about as close as you're going to get. Because for one reason or another, they can't all just do the same damage. I don't know if I really like the min-max thing because I think certain players are going to get screwed and some players are going to get favored. Why not just meet in the middle and have it all be the same? But it's fine. Do whatever. 35.8 million standard damage, and then you got your isolytic of 631 point, rounding it up to 631.9 million, which is less. It's about 8 million less. It's interesting. Even though you have more isolytic defense. Pelia reducing that number. Yes? Yeah, over here you can see a lot less apex barrier. But again, still, your incoming isolytic damage is 8 million less. That's something. Yeah, that's a big difference there for the apex barrier. I got about 1,000 more on the board cube. Disappointing. But at the same time, you come down here and you look at the whole damage received, that's 11 million. It's 2 million difference, or 2.3-ish million difference. Is that really apex barrier? It's not all apex barrier. It's not. Oh, I'm sorry. Not 3 million. 2 million. My math is shit. 2.3 million. I mean, 2.3 million on top of 3.9 is 6.1? No, it wasn't 6.1. So there's a difference there. And I guess, yes, finally now I see it. Took me a minute. But I do think it is because finally got her up to a tier where her ability of negating isolytic damage, it's high enough to overshadow the isolytic defense that you have. Maybe I always had enough research or officer or whatever that I always had kind of a lot of isolytic defense. So maybe there's that. But yeah. And I can't remember what the hell spawned this video. I know somebody mentioned it in the comments, but then what video was that? Yeah, this really is kind of a continuation on something I thought of a while ago. I don't remember what the hell it was. I think I was going over some kind of Strange New World crew, but I can't remember. Or I was putting Pelia below deck and somebody's like, yeah, put her on the bridge. It's much better. I'm like, okay, yeah. Well, it does depend on the hostile. You know, I mean, there's no isolated damage that's not going to make any difference. But it does appear to be doing a lot more. Now, originally when trying to set up this video, I was going to go against the, who are these assholes? These hijacked assholes. Augment assholes. That would be somewhat of a test. Well, yeah, I started looking at the numbers and then I started noticing some shit. And yeah, I know I'm bearing the lead here, but this is how they get their isolytic damage, through the ship ability. Now, the other assholes, the Sulabana assholes, it's the same way for them, except they're like 600%. These assholes are only 15%. And honestly, I don't. It's possible I've forgotten this. And again, I'm bearing the lead again. Though I feel like everybody else has. I don't remember hearing this. I don't remember hearing this at all. That Pelia negates that ship ability against the Augment assholes. I don't remember that at all. Is it possible that I hate the Augment loop? I hate this new Transigen loop. I hate most of the loops that they've made this year, and I've only been half paying attention to this dumbass bullshit because I don't like it. It's possible. It's possible. But I swear I've watched Rev's video where he's talking about crewing up for these augment jackasses, and I don't remember him saying, "Oh, put Pelia on the bridge because then you won't have to deal with isolated damage." Yeah, because they do isolated damage. Okay, you see it here 0. Well, let me find one of these ships where I think it was this one. No, it wasn't that one. Where I didn't have Pelia on the damn bridge. This one? No. Oh, that's right. I remember because I did that. Because I found 3 of those stupid survey ships. And okay, you see I got 2 kills there. Well, there's 1 death. And then there's 2 deaths over here for this one. So that's 50%. Again, it's Fang. Fuck you in the ass. Because that fucks you in the ass. And ain't no 30%. That's 50%. That's fucking bullshit. I hate that shit. These 4 assholes right here. No. Shit. Where is... These 4 assholes here. There we go. Ugh. I wish you could label shit in the battle log. Maybe for certain players out there that's not going to have any effect. But to be able to pull out a battle log somewhere but keep it in here? Be much beneficial to me. Scroll in here. Bam, look at that. Isolated damage. That's 50 million damage right there. Okay, yeah. I'm mitigating or defending, because of isolated defense, 43 million. They don't have to do that at all. Saving myself all that damage. I'm curious as to how much damage I'm actually saving myself, and I didn't look at any of the shits that I should have. 330 something. I mean, about 2 million-ish. Am I actually saving myself anything by using Pelia? How much am I saving myself? Not much. 100,000. At least off the hull, anyway. Maybe off the shields. Oh, here we go. Taking a look at this one. 333 million. And I'm losing 52.7 shields and 1.9 off the hull. I don't remember which. I already forgot some of the numbers. That's why I wrote some of the other ones down. I didn't even think about doing this. Let me write this shit down. Alright, let's see. 33, 332, 559. Oh shit, where were you? 2 million. 2. Alright, and is this with or without Pelia? That is without Pelia. And now I gotta go find where the hell I was looking at before. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Here, this one's fairly close enough. 332. I'm only taking, 51.9 on my shields. And then 1.8 on the hull. So, yep, it actually absolutely does help you. I don't know how the hell I missed that, but I did. Alright, so let's wrap this shit up here. I was talking about the difference in Pelia's officer ability and her below deck ability. Now, her below deck ability is going to work in PvP. It's going to work in PvP, it's going to work in armadas, it's going to work against evaded entities. Yes, it can work against hostiles, but at the same time, you probably want her on the bridge, because as long as the hostile is doing isolated damage to you, of course, if they're not doing isolated damage, her below deck ability isn't going to do shit for you either. Putting her on the bridge can be a huge benefit for you, especially against the augment assholes, because their ability is only 15% isolated damage, and she completely fucking negates that shit. At least at max. I guess tier 4 she would also negate it, because I think she's at 15% at tier 4, so that should negate it. So you gotta be tier 4 or higher on her to fully negate the augment isolated damage. But actually, never mind. I don't need to do it. I actually went and killed a few 68s. I killed like 30 of them, which a lot better. And I don't know why I wasn't using her before. I'm very stumped about that as well. Why didn't I know that? I feel like, yeah, she's mentioned the user on the bridge, but specifically mentioned that against these hijacked assholes, she will negate their isolated damage at tier 4 or tier 5. Which I don't remember hearing. Comment below, do you remember hearing that when this augment loot came out? Or were we so pissed off we weren't even thinking about that shit? And also, tell me, do you use Pelia on the bridge regularly? Are you shocked that I'm just now getting there? Oh, now you're getting here after I told you. Well, it takes me a while. I'm stubborn as shit, man. Did you notice Pelia's ability on the bridge well in advance of some of the rest of us? What, if not augment hostiles, or these new Suban assholes, what hostiles do you think Pelia really helps players beat? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.